Hello and welcome to American Truck Simulator. As you saw last time, we finished a delivery to, I believe it was Bakersfield, and today we're going to look at buying our own truck. So we're going to start by looking at the bank to see what the loans will cost us. Here we are looking at the banking tab. So it looks like we're probably, in my best estimate, we're going to need probably about 100 to 120-ish cash to purchase this truck, as most of them run right about that ballpark for our level. And then we'll go look at the truck to see what we're going to need there. I'm pretty sure we're going to go with a Peterbilt. I just like the way the truck's laid out. Love the gauges, the automatic, or the internal speed switch that comes out in digital. It's easier to read than most of the standard gauges at this point. So I think I'm going to go with the Peterbilt 579. It's really the only truck I can purchase at this level. It's going to run us as a base configuration, $118,560. Now I think I'm going to customize it up and change the color of the truck, and certainly I'm going to make it like a yellow so we stand out and kind of brand our company by coloring our trucks all the same. At some point I may go in and make a custom skin with the company logo maybe on the doors or something. I've seen others that have done that, and it looks more like a real trucking company that you'd see within real life. So I will probably go through and do that at some point. So here we are talking to our bank manager. We have the availability to borrow up to $130,000. It looks like if I borrow my loans the way I want to, it looks like I'll have to take $100,000 and probably a couple of the $10,000. We're going to go see if we can find some jobs to see if we can maybe pad our account a little bit, and not see anything in here that's really going to make a big difference in our money situation right now. Couple of runs to several places, but the best run's like $3,000. So let's head back to the bank here, and we're just going to go take a $100,000 loan, and then it looks like we're going to take a 10 and probably another 10 to make up the cost of the truck. And that's going to give us about $2,500 in loans that we have to pay back to pay for this truck. And so let's head back to our dealer here in Reno and purchase that truck we just looked at, the yellow 579 Peterbilt, and we'll get that together. Now that we're the proud owner of a new truck, we work for ourselves, so we get a lot more profit per delivery. And you're going to see this video here of us just having our new truck arrive at our shop, which I remember correctly is San Francisco. And the fun begins. We are now our own operator. Here we are in our own truck, looking around the truck just to kind of give you a good view of what it looks like. I'm seeing, I like the yellow color. It's a nice kind of mustard yellow, kind of subtle color. I'm going to do the best I can to match all our trucks to this color. Don't know if I'll be able to though. Okay, now that we have our own truck, we can start taking jobs out of the freight market, which does pay a lot better than doing the other jobs, because you're running your own truck. You're not technically paying a rental fee on them. And today we're going to take a truck from San Francisco to Truckee, carrying packaged food for Walbert, or in my case with the modifications I have on my screen, for my game, I will be taking it to Walmart, which is the equivalent to Walmart in the real world. Or Walmart's the digital copy of Walmart without the licensing. So at this point, I'm going to just turn around and leave the yard. But remember, we're in San Francisco, and I forgot that there is a ton of traffic that runs through San Francisco. Kind of makes me wonder why I took a truck yard here, other than the fact that we've got the large port and lots of lots of high-paying jobs to long distance probably when we get done, because it is a major port. But it will take us a moment to get out of this driveway because they are huge, and that guy just ran right into my truck. How wonderful. Thanks, Bob. And you can just see this long line of just everything just keeps coming. It's just incredible how long this line of cars are. Oh, do we have our free? Oh, look, pipes. Hey, it looks like we got a chance to get out, so let's do this. And here I am driving over the curb and really not paying much of attention. Still impressed at how highly detailed the cities are. Really, really good job with that. It's clean, it's fun, it's nice. You got the good skyline that helps you, kind of gives you that hint that you're in San Francisco. And I don't really know who Motor City's supposed to be a duplicate for, and I really turned too short on this, and that kind of makes me feel sad. Brand new truck right into a wall. Starting to turn too fast. Really, this is going to be kind of one of those ugh deliveries, but we'll see. Not starting out the best way. Already denting the front fender of my truck. Yay, I'm kind of upset about that. But let's get to Walmart. Let's get this delivery picked up and keep our show on the road. All the parked cars. I mean, it really gives you the fact that you're in a very, very busy metropolis. I mean, I believe you can see Clayton Tower just popping up back there. You see the Bay Bridge. I mean, they do a good job of giving you the correct scenery, of which I can go over both the bridges, both the Bay Bridge and the Golden Gate. I think we've gone over the gate, or was it the Bay Bridge in an earlier episode? I can't remember for sure. But at some point we'll have gone over both bridges. Something in the road there. Hey, look, it's California with potholes. This is obviously I think this is supposed to be the Wharf District, but I'm not 100% sure. So I don't know what to call that building, but I'm pretty sure you can see it in San Francisco because they took the major buildings when they made this and made them a real thing. And here I am speeding a bit. It's supposed to be doing 30. It's just a whole bunch of hurry up and get done type day. Buses realize I gotta turn here to the left at this next intersection to pick up the trailer. And yay, a speeding ticket. How wonderful. Told you this is just a day of hurries, and hurries creates accidents and all kinds of fun things like that. One of the things I'd like to see them do in maybe a future update or a city rehaul, or even in the new expansion, is that they put in the protected turns. I mean, we in the United States have protected turns to the left, which helps keep the traffic flow moving. And there's some places in this game that really, really need the protected turns. So here we are arriving at the dockyard to pick up that trailer. And if I remember correctly, we're going to Truckee. So prepackaged foods to Truckee. Trailer's ready. There's our trailer. Let's go ahead and hook it up and get this show under road. Maybe we can recover this delivery run after all. Now I start being a little cautious. And we'll just see what goes on here. And so, yeah, fence is way too close. I may have to turn that beeping off. That backup buzzer annoys me, but then again, in most of our trucks have it, so I've been leaving it on for realism's sake. And we'll leave it at that. Let's grab our trailer and get this hot potato down the road. Let's take a quick look at the map. I didn't even realize when I did this that well, it's a new road, so I don't really need to change it. We haven't made like 10 deliveries to Truckee yet from like San Francisco, so it's kind of like no point for that. So let's check our mirrors. Looks good. Let's pull out before the traffic shows up and get this puppy going. Oh, she's long. It's going to be a long, long trailer. Or at least it feels that way when you look down the mirrors. And back through the city proper to jump on. I believe we are jumping on the Bay Bridge this time to go over through Oakland and get back onto 5 and 80. And back down along the waterfront here as we head that direction to see the same buildings we just saw on our way to the freeway. And we're off to a great start. I'm going to watch my speed a little bit better now that I'm like, I've actually got the trailer and we've got some debts to pay, so we can't be doing this childish stuff I was doing before, like getting tickets, because we just can't afford it. I mean, with almost $5 grand or so for loan payments a day, we have to make all these deliveries count, or we're just going to chew into that little bit of buffer we have, and that's not going to be good. Not going to be good at all. Running back down along the... Oh, you know what? A hot dog sounds really good right now. Who says advertising doesn't work? Chinese restaurant of some kind here. The big loop-to-loop onto the freeway. This loop can get very tricky, and it's a very steep climb apparently. I didn't realize it was that steep. I was like, oh my goodness, we're climbing way out of San Francisco. This whole little jaunt until I hit the bridge is just a big hill climb. Hear that engine lug as it tries to climb that grade. Oh look, a parking structure. Surprise. Lots of those in San Francisco. Just this giant hill. And we're going to go over the Bay Bridge this time. I thought so, but I wasn't 100% sure. And of course the Bay Bridge is a double-decker, so we're going to go on the bottom of it going out of the city. Not quite sure why I turned on my windshield wipers there, but because I was looking for my headlights and forgot what my buttons were. Yeah, that's a nice little truck driving by. So So here we go out we're heading towards Oakland, I believe. If I remember correctly. Oh look, it's nap time. Yay, so we'll have to do that while we do this trip. Which will then put us into a nighttime delivery. But such is the way it goes when you run trucks. And now we're coming back up to meet up on the upper deck with the lower deck. Looks like there's a good water stream from something coming off of there. And it looks like there's a place we can rest right up here and get that knocked out. So we can get that done. So we're just going to take a nap here in Oakland right here. Oh, now we're going to turn on the map and look. And it looks like a place to rest here in Oakland. So let's just stop here. And I will see you after a short nap. I did stop a little short and then realized as I was leaving that I could have pulled forward to sleep, so we're just going to back up and do it. And good night. And well, it's like 10 at night. Let's get our lights on. Come on, driver me, turn our lights on. Oh, they are on. And here we go. Let's continue this hot mama down the road. I believe this will be an AM delivery by the time we get there. And we are going to go out through Oakland and Stockton, which should put us on the 5, if I remember the highways of the game correctly, which will then translate over into Sacramento to... No, I want to be on 5. No, we're going to Truckee. We're gonna translate over to the 80 when we get into and out of Sacramento. So we're going overland in Oakland. It's probably Highway 4 that we're on right now. To go over to the 5 to head to head over to the 5 to get on to up into Stockton and Sacramento to catch the 80 to continue on up. I know for those of us who really drive this, or who drive this, that seems like a crazy way to go. But that's how they chose to do it within the game, so that's how we have to deal with it. Luckily, it's just a short jaunt, so makes it quick, easy, and not too bad. Whoa, 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 whoa! That was a bit close. I'd like to see an update to correct the police cars from the generic everyone has the same police force to the proper state level police forces, and make that a little more interesting. So here we are, just rolling down the road. It's very dark. I hope at the time of this recording, I'm still playing on my backup laptop, but I do have my machine up and running. So as of episode 6, we will be recording on my game rig, which should clean a lot of this video up and give us a much better view of things with less artifacts and just a cleaner picture. So yeah, that's a whole big mess. I had all kinds of problems. My other computer kind of took a dump, and now I've had some issues getting this one up and running, but it's running strong right now. Along with that, I will be bringing out some newer and different some newer and different Let's Plays, and hopefully that will make things a much more interesting game for us and bring some extra attention for those who aren't quite into the simulator games. I kind of like them. I don't know how it's going to play out because I want to play this game with with my large panel setup, which is going to be higher than 1080p resolution as far as width. So I'm going to do some test videos of that here probably soon to set that up and see how that scales down, or you will see me in the high resolution playing the same layout I've got right now. If I can get the full screen, it'll feel more like a real truck. You'll feel like you're sitting across the entire cab. You will see all the sides left to right. Both mirrors will be on screen or close to on screen. It'll have a really, really, really nice feel to it. I've kind of been, it took me a little while to get the game working that way because I had a really strange bug with that. I'm running two 270 video cards, and with that it's kind of doing weird things in the Crossfire. So if I try and run the single screen under Crossfire, the game just has no frame rate whatsoever. As I was trying to diagnose things and play with stuff, I stumbled onto something else I was doing, and I turned on the Eyefinity and set that up, and lo and behold, the game works beautifully. High frame rates, no lag, plays great. Conversely, you can also disable the Crossfire, and it works wonderfully with no issues and no lag. So I'm not sure which way I'm going to have to do this when I go to film to fix it. So for those of you who are having bad frame rates, try turning off your Crossfire and or turning on Eyefinity, and that may solve your problem. But if you don't have multiple monitors, I don't know if Eyefinity will actually activate for you and use both video cards appropriately, because what it essentially does is it turns both video cards into a single card and shares the processing between them equally. So what I think it is there's something in the pipeline setup of American Truck Simulator that's not causing it to run properly in a single monitor Crossfire setup. Along with that, conversely, I was having the same issue with Euro Truck Simulator 2, doing the exact same thing. So it's something to do with the engine that's giving me the problem, because I can't see two games causing me the same problem and not having a root cause, and that happens to be the root cause of the issue. Because I could go and play, like XCOM, and I can play, a bunch of other games, and they run just fine, no issues, no glitching, no frame rate drop with the Crossfire turned on absolutely beautifully. So I'm pretty sure it's something to do with the engine. So I'm going to send this off to SCS and let them know what I'm having for issues, and see that they can address it in a later patch, or at least find a workaround that will let you do it other than just disabling your system and using half your system when you've set up a multiple video card system. Kind of feels like you're using only half your CPU. So with that, we will get off that rant, sorry, but it does get us down the road, and with gets us down the road, gets us there. No, we're a mile from Truckee, so we're almost to our delivery. And again, I apologize for this dark run. It's just I didn't think it would be this dark when I got onto a nighttime run. So I'm going to try and avoid nighttime runs, but seeing as I'm trying to show you guys everything I do with this company, we may not have that option. So hopefully in the new video card setup and the new machine, we won't have such dark videos anymore. So let's get off the freeway here. And it's right off the freeway. Wow, that is so convenient. And we're going to head to Walmart and drop this trailer. Take a look, make sure no one's coming. I'm not sure what that gas station is supposed to represent, but it kind of reminds me of a sit-to-go, which is that one with the triangle, and we've discovered Truckee. So there's our Walmart right up ahead. Get through this light, get this trailer dropped off, make some money. Yeah. I'm gonna see also at some point if I can find an engine truck mod, a truck mod for the engines to maybe clean them up and make them sound a little nicer, more realistically maybe. Maybe I'll work on the brakes as well. And then we're gonna set our delivery here. And I'm just gonna do I'm probably gonna set it up as a play it safe delivery, because I'm trying to shorten my videos a little bit, and well, I'm a rookie at this game. Without a steering wheel, I have a hard time backing up. I'm playing this thing on a PlayStation controller. I may have said that earlier. So we'll see what happens as I upgrade my control systems and whatnot. As I get the steering wheels and the clutches, those things, I will probably go back to the park it where you want it, which will also get us a bunch more experience. But we'll see how that works out. Oh look, I've pretty much dragging the trailer along the pillar. That's gonna be fun. That pillar will probably come back to haunt us again in another video. That's the way things go. This is kind of a horrendous parking job. I didn't pull the trailer out right. I didn't even check to see. Sometimes you can go around these buildings. I don't think I can in this particular Walmart. If you can go around the buildings, this is a little more easy because I can drive around it and then come back in. But I still at some point have to figure out how to turn this around. It's just a long trailer and I'm not used to it. So we're just going to muscle through this here and just get this sucker parked. And also on this video, for some reason this laptop was having a huge lag spike this time. I don't know why. So I pardon that for the video and getting it in there, but it was just an enormous lag spike, which made everything more difficult in the parking. So I was really happy to have that done and just have it complete. We're almost there. I think I'm gonna wind up straightening out the trailer and then backing into, well, no, I guess I got it. Perfect delivery, even with the drag across the thing. So we made $4,100, which almost pays for our truck bill. We're gonna be tight for a while, and once I get this cleared up and get a couple of these loans dropped off, I may actually take some more and get another shop and hire some drivers, but that's not for a future episode. I will see you next time.